want to know something about y'all that y'all don't know.
So,
Y'all are the people that be pissing
Mm.
everybody off on every effing release day.
Bro, trust me, I know.
Mike
I
said
know.
that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the logistics behind the bots, bro.
So a bot is basically like a server that you run online, and it kind of goes through all the queue. So you ever had to like go to a website and it says solve this for CAPTCHA and all this stuff like that?
or it says wait in line.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it goes straight through that. And the reason it goes straight through is because the people who created the bot have like all this coding stuff going on, and it basically bypassed that whole process. So
Gotcha.
it takes you directly to the cart. And then that shoe, you add it to the cart, you put in your payment info, which you already have attached to the bot. So it does it for you. So all you gotta do is check out, and then that's it. Each bot has like a specialty. So a bot could be really good with Foot Locker, or a bot could be very good with Nike, or it can be good with like.
How's that determined? What are the analytics to that?
So there's actually a website. It's called botbroker.com. And you go to botbroker, and then you search up. You can kind of like go through, you know how you have StockX go and you just browse, see all the shoes? It's just like that, but with bots. And there's a different market for every single bot.
What was a product that hit real hard, and how much money did you make off of it?
All right, so the product that hit for me was the patio heaters. Patio heaters was probably the most profitable product I ever received because I was paying $160, right? No tax because I had a resale permit, and paying $160 selling them online for like $300 to $350. Even after Amazon fees, I was still making 100% return or sometimes.
Nice. What's a resale permit?
So a resale permit, if you go to the Secretary of State and then put in your state, if you have an LLC, you can get a reseller's permit. And that reseller's permit is basically so how you can get around like the tax. So if you go to Home Depot and they have a profitable product, and let's say that product is $99.99, you're gonna pay $99.99. But at the end of every month, you're gonna report how much tax that you didn't pay, and then you're gonna go ahead and pay that difference, but in a cheaper rate because you're a reseller.
Got you. I never heard of that. That's different. That's different. Okay. So with this heater, like what type of revenue did you hit with that, man?
So we did over 185,000 revenue off of just the patio heaters.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So 185K. So you brought home, let's say, near 90,000?
Yeah, near 100K was around.
Hey, how'd you feel about that? Like I know you was at the crib going bonkers.
Yeah, my dad saw me putting in the work. And what's crazy, the patio heater story is pretty crazy because I was actually on a flight to California, and I was doing product research, right? And I'm trying to figure out what product am I going to sell next. And I know we were going into winter. This is around October. So literally last year in October, I was on a flight to Cali, and I was looking up what products am I going to sell. So first thing that came to mind was heaters, but I had no idea it was going to be patio heaters. Then one of my students hit me up. He was like, "Hey, Lex, I found a product. I think you should look into it." And I was like, "Okay." So I looked into it. It was patio heaters. The numbers looked right. I was like, "Okay, they have inventory still. This is kind of like too good to be true." You know what I mean? So I text my dad. I'm like, "Hey, I'm on my way to Cali. I need a favor. I need you to go crazy and go buy every patio heater you see." So in my mind, I'm in Cali. I'm chilling. I'm buying some clothes or whatever. And I'm thinking I'm about to come back home to like a pot of gold. You know what I mean? I come back home. My dad didn't buy one single patio heater. So I was like, oh, shit. So I was like, you know what? I rented out a U-Haul that same day. So next day, I go into U-Haul and I go to Pensacola, Florida. I go to Tallahassee. I go to South Carolina. I go to North Carolina. I hit Tennessee. And I'm just buying every single patio heater off of Home Depot.
Hey, bro, ain't the U-Haul miles adding up?
Yeah, no.
The little 1975 cent a mile?
Yeah, my expenses were going kind of crazy, but I still had like inventory of sneakers. So I've kind of just sold all my inventory, all my sneakers, and I took that money and put it back into patio heaters. So, and a lot of those sneakers went up in price. So I made money off of that, and then I reinvested it into the patio heaters.
Got you. Woo! You was basically going on a world tour for patio heaters.
Yeah. While doing that, I saw other people doing it too. Like there was one spot, where I pulled up in the U-Haul truck and I gave him a call beforehand. I said, hey, I'm gonna be there in about 15, 20 minutes. I'll be in a big U-Haul truck. So I get there and there's another big U-Haul truck. And I'm like, what the hell? So I see that dude and I'm parking my U-Haul truck and then they're loading my patio heaters into his U-Haul truck. And I was like, no, 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 no. I was like, that's
How'd you know though? How'd you know that was not yours?
because
Or not his? I'm sorry.
because I had placed the order, but he apparently placed the order too. So what they did was they sold the same product to two different people.
Oh.
Yeah, so in my head, and they already had our money, so they basically came up double, right? But then we figured it out, and we ended up just splitting it half and half, and that worked out. But so many people, I wasn't the only one selling patio heaters. Like
Got you.
a lot of other people figured it out too, and they were selling them on Amazon as well.
This shit sound like a Black Friday gold rush.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, but that was like my biggest product that I've ever sold. And it was just it was just an eye opening for me because I was like, wow, like you can make close to $100,000 selling a patio heater. Like who would have thought?
How much time do you spend studying the market or researching the market, as you say, to stay to maintain your business stability, right? You know, because obviously there's products that have seasons.
Yeah.
There's products that go cold.
Right.
So like that has, you know, what's the typical lifetime of your product first and foremost?
So I've only sold seasonal products. So I've sold like when I say I sold the bird feeders, that was around springtime, summer. So that product died out. But then I got into the misting fans. Then that product at one point died out as well. You know, we're going into winter. Then, you know how I was saying I was on my way to Cali and I'm doing product research. I was on my laptop searching products, going to bestsellers rank, going through what was selling on Amazon. So a lot of people don't know this, but if you go to Amazon, they literally tell you what products are selling for them, bestsellers. So I was just going through that. And then I got that text from one of my students, and he was just like, hey, patio heaters are doing well. So when I saw patio heaters on bestsellers, I was like, oh, I'm about to go crazy. You can get an Amazon account. You click the top right camera. It'll pull up like a little, like a lot of these like little dots or whatever, and you scan a barcode. So when you scan the barcode, it'll tell you, hey, look, this is the best sellers rank for this product. This is how much it's selling for. And to put things in perspective, let's say you have that water bottle, right? I scan that water bottle. Let's say retail is $2, but on Amazon it's selling for $10. That's going to give me that green light, like, okay, I should buy this product. And then a lot of people are out doing grocery shopping, buying stuff they don't need. So it's like, if you got 10 minutes to an hour to spare, you might as well scan some products. So that's one product research method. And that's worked out for me and worked out for a lot of my students as well.
How I would prepare to, get ready for that release is knowing how your stores around you are doing their procedures. A lot of stores, they could do first come, first serve, raffles, and like Foot Lockers, Foot Actions, Champs, they have a point system where however much money you spend with that company, they're going to reward you with their raffles.
So you like a member?
Yeah.
Got you. So being a member, it's almost like if you got more points as a member, you get more raffle tickets.
Yeah,
Right.
basically. Yeah.
And
And they push you above everyone that doesn't have as many points.
got you. I was gonna cuss. Because that means that if I went in there, they're gonna give me one raffle ticket, you're gonna probably get 100. That ain't cool. That's like the lottery trying to get an NBA draft pick. That sucks. When you're going to purchase a bot, how do you know that this bot is going to execute what you want it to do?
So you can go to websites like Bot Broker, right? And you can see reviews from other people that have used the bot.
And it shows you analytics from recent releases.
Yeah. It'll show you like, look, on this past release, we did this. We checked out X amount of shoes. On that release, we did this. We checked out on this amount of shoes. So it's not proven that every single time you use a bot that you're 100% going to hit. You know what I mean? But you have a better chance than the regular consumer, like, let's say yourself, that you're just on the Foot Locker website
Just waiting.
You know what I mean? So the bot is gonna fast forward all that waiting time and go directly to that add to cart, and then you'll go ahead and check out. I always tell my students, like, if you're gonna get into that bot space, just rent and learn how to use it first before you go out and buy. But buying also has its benefits. So, you can buy a house and you can hold it and it'll go up, right?
Mhm.
Same thing with the bot. So you can buy a bot and you might buy it at 3K, but then 2 months later it's worth 6K.
Okay.
So we actually have like a friend of ours who has like 10 different bots, and now he basically has all his bots for free because they all went up in price, especially with COVID. So if you had a bot before COVID hit, now your bot's worth probably 10x or 2x than what it was before.
So what if the bot don't grab nothing, man?
Hey, man.
I'm just saying,
If
bro.
it don't, then you gotta take the L, because we've seen that happen. Like, that happens. But that's why I always tell my students,
I'd
like,
be
hey,
sick.
look, if you're
Yeah.
gonna get a bot, make sure you start by renting, because you have a bot, but maybe you don't have good internet, right? Maybe your setup is not at
Oh, wait a
a
minute. Hey, so like my personal high-speed internet at the crib matters?
yeah,
Yeah,
like all that
all
stuff
that
comes
matters.
into play.
I'm gonna take my laptop to work where the internet's faster so that I can try to get more.
Even your
Yeah.
PC setup matters too, like graphics cards and all of that inside. So that stuff matters.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go
So,
back though.
It's like a pay to play type of thing. You know what I mean? That's why I go back to what I was saying. Like, you can't just go out and buy a bot. Like,
Right.
I say, look, if you're gonna get into botting, you should rent a bot first, see how it does, and then figure out the problem.